Hello, I am Dan Glodick, and today I'll be demoing Class Dojo. It is a cool way of tracking participation from a computer, iPad, or mobile device, and the goal is to display to the class so that they know how they are doing. It has a couple cool features that I'm going to demo for you today. Let's start off with attendance. So here's my class. I can mark anyone absent who's absent. So for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to mark Cameron D as absent. And then you can save that attendance and always come back to look at it. When you mark them absent, they don't appear with the rest of the class, so it's easier to navigate from the teacher's perspective. To award positive points, you just click on them, and it's already highlighted as positive. You can award them a point for working hard, for participating, for being on task, or you can award them a negative point for being off task, unprepared, or talking out of turn. So let me go ahead and give Hugh Jackman a positive point for working hard. And you see it pops up. It's a nice little visual positive reinforcement. So now let's see what happens when you give someone negative reinforcement. So I am going to give Johnny Depp a negative point for being unprepared. Another cool feature is you can randomly select a student. So here comes Johnny Depp again, and it gives you the option to present him with a positive point or a negative point. And it's a nice little way to sort of just randomly spot check people. So let's give him a positive point for being on task. Another cool feature is that you can award multiple students. So here you go, I'm going to select Hugh Jackman and Matt Damon, and I can give them an award for participating. So this is where it gets really cool for me. At the end of the class, you can see how they've been doing during the week, during today specifically, last week, this month, last month, all time, whatever date range you can think of, you can see it. And I think that's a really neat way to track students' participation throughout the year and show them just exactly how they're doing. So if you click on one of the students, you can see their profile, and it will break down their performance throughout the day. So let's go back to students, and this is really my favorite feature. You can send the report to parents. You can send it via email, or you can print out the report and send it home with the students. Parents can get their own codes so that they can log on and track their child's participation. Students can also get their own codes. And the benefits of giving the students codes are that they can design their own avatars and then track their own change online. I do have a couple criticisms of this though. If you look at the avatars, it's kind of childish. The whole thing is very cartoonish, and I don't think it's appropriate for some of the higher grade levels. I can really only see myself using this possibly in the earlier years of middle school and elementary school. Another thing that I kind of drawn into question is that you are giving negative points in front of other students. I don't really like the idea of putting down other students. But then I also don't really like the idea of giving out too much praise, which I feel like this is doing. I recently read an article, and we've been debating in some of my other classes, how much praise is too much praise. And I read this really good article called 5 Reasons to Stop Saying Good Job. And to summarize it, the author breaks down 5 negative consequences of giving students too much positive reinforcement. You're basically manipulating children, creating praise junkies. You're stealing a child's pleasure, so their innate pleasure that they should get from just achieving. You're supplementing it with this desire to earn your praise. And as a result, they're losing interest, and it's reducing their overall achievement. So now that is just one perspective, and it is still necessary as a teacher to track class participation and this kind of stuff. And for those teachers who do want to do this, I feel like this is the perfect app for them.